I'm in Peterborough, a little city in the east of the country. And I'm here today because these good people are going to be voting for a new MP, a new Member of Parliament to put into Westminster. And all eyes are on this place because there is a chance that the Brexit Party, Nigel Farage's new party, may well get their first MP into London. Now, of course, these guys did have an MP before. She was a Labour MP and she was found guilty of perverting the course of justice. She was put in jail. She even voted in Parliament wearing an ankle tag until finally the people of Peterborough managed to get rid of her. So, you know, full respect to them for that. So they're out today and they're voting, and we may well see our first Brexit Party MP in Parliament. And the big issue is, if a Brexit Party MP can win here in this key marginal seat, what does that say about its chances in the rest of the UK? Could the Brexit Party take the country?
So my name is Dr. David Bull. I'm a medical doctor by profession. I turned into a television presenter, a passionate campaigner, and now I'm an elected MEP, a member of the European Parliament, which I'm delighted to be. And do you know why? For the Brexit Party. And do you know why? As someone who isn't a politician, naturally, I couldn't sit back and watch the chaos from Westminster unfolding, and I just had to do something about it.
Now, Americans always say to me, when I go to America, they say, well, what on earth happened to Brexit? You voted for Brexit, right. It didn't happen. Answer their question.
Well, you're absolutely right. We had a democratic vote. We had the largest ever democratic vote. 17.4 million people voted to leave. It was an extraordinary vote. And so we all sort of sat there and thought, well, we're going to leave? No, because the powers that be decided that actually they didn't like the answer. So what they've been trying to do the whole time is to say, actually, you were very stupid, you didn't know what you were voting for, and it was very clear actually what people were voting for, and the British people are not stupid. Never underestimate them.
That's so
true.
And
the same is true of America. Never underestimate people who are your voters.
Absolutely.
And you have to look across the states. I lived in America for 6 years, and I think politicians make that mistake at their peril.
Can I
You're a nasty racist now piss off.
No, I won't piss off, sir. I'm just going to follow you to ask why you're calling me a nasty
Everybody else is a horrible piece of You're the worst of the lot.
I'm the worst of the lot.
You are.
Do you
You're
think
vicious,
that's
you're
true?
nasty, you're cruel, you're just a nasty excuse for a human being.
Do you think that's true?
Yeah, I do actually.
And do you think there's a need to swear?
Yeah.
Is there a need to
You know they say
swear?
about people who swear, don't you?
No, I don't.
They're more intelligent than those that don't.
Do you think you're more intelligent than the rest of
you
us?
Lot. Yeah.
So you don't really? Is it you don't like Brexit people at all? You don't like? Tell me.
I could have done with a referendum that wasn't compromised.
Yeah.
By dodging money, by people like you, like
Yes.
that clown over there.
Yes. What did you vote?
I voted Remain.
Okay. You're anti-Brexit Party people. You're cross. You're cross.
I'm into you lot because you lot are just horrible. You're vicious, you're nasty.
Yes.
You go after people, you make nasty comments about people on social media. You people are just the dregs of humanity.
What's made you most angry?
I've told you, the bloody referendum 3 years ago made me most angry. We should never have had it. It's a stupid load of lies that were told, and the people believed it. And that's why we're in this bloody problem we're in.
Hello? 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 Anyone there? Hello? It's a bit lonely here at Labour, isn't it? Are you lonely? No. Why is there no one here? Where is everybody? How is your campaign going? You have Lisa, don't you, Forbes? Now, tell me, how does it go when your last MP was a convict, a convicted criminal?
Have you been convicted
Yes.
of slander before, Katie Hopkins?
Not convicted of slander, no. But when your last MP was a convicted criminal, how does it go when you're trying to campaign? Do people say that to you? For an American audience, the fact we had a criminal representing you on your benches wearing an ankle tag, voting, is that not strange?
Representing us.
She was on the Labour benches, she voted with Labour. Yes.
No, she didn't vote. Yeah,
Oh, really? But she was a Labour MP.
she wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. But is it not strange that we have a criminal voting in Parliament? Is that not strange?
Excuse me. Shouldn't you be asking her that? I mean, 'cause
Yes, and I will. Do you mind if I just do this to look?
Yep.
I don't want to grab you by the dick. Stay in EU at Dick Rogers. Is this you, sir?
It is.
And tell me about your headset. What does it do?
Well,
It feels powerful.
It talks to people.
Can you go and talk?
It says remain in the European Union, Katie.
Can you do it loud?
And remain in the European Union because
Yes.
it's been a really good influence in making peace and good relationships in Europe ever since the Second World War.
It's always the same. It's the same anti-science, anti-climate change,
Yes, I agree.
anti-globalist.
I
Then
agree.
why'd you do it? Because you don't have anything that comes across as even remotely sane.
Can I ask you something in return? Why do you follow me on Twitter?
I don't follow you.
How do you know what I write on Twitter?
Because a lot of the people I do follow you on Twitter. And you're always trending.
Do they like me?
No.
Do your friends like me?
No.
They do?
They don't.
Does your mum like me?
No.
Who likes me in your family?
No
Someone
one.
does. That's not true.
It is true.
Do you secretly like me a little bit now?
No.
Do you like me more than you did 5 minutes
No.
ago?
I like you less than I did 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I can't, people...
You're sorry what?
Sorry for my profanity.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's
But-
okay. It's okay to swear. It's all right.
I like swearing.
But
Swearing's good.
get it off your chest. And are Brexit Party people supposed to be old, male, pale, stale? Why aren't you male or pale or stale?
There we go.
Why are you so fabulous?
I'm just Mia. This
How
is
long does
Rosie.
it take to get ready in the morning?
2 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does.
Do you sleep with those on? Can I touch
certainly,
them?
You can.
Can you do me a thing? Give me a kiss. Oh, no, that's so funny. No, I meant with your eyelashes. Do you sleep with those on?
Yeah.
And then they on the
I
whole
just
time?
sleep like this.
Do you sleep like that?
Yeah.
What happens if you sleep face down?
Doesn't happen, honey.
I love you. And you're voting Brexit Party
Of
later?
course.
To my mind, it's really important that we rediscover. I'd love you to think about this.
Yes.
That we rediscover a sense of a national purpose during the Second World War, which we've been commemorating today. The country had a unifying purpose.
Purpose.
You know, there was a war on. People knew what they did. They got up in the morning and they were part of a team doing something they believed in. And afterwards, they could look back on what they achieved together. And I think we lack that sense. We've become
Yes.
more selfish and
Yes.
individualistic.
Yes.
And lost and purposeless.
We've lacked it.
And it's sad. It's sad. And there's a lot of stuff to be done in the world to make the world a better place for everybody, but it's hard work. And it takes a lot of wisdom and a lot of listening and a lot of understanding and then a lot of commitment to actually get stuck into difficult situations like the Middle East, like Africa, like dealing properly with China and the environment and stuff like that.
I really like the way you speak, and I completely agree with you that we've lost the art of talking kindly and with civility to each other. I think things like the milkshakes being thrown in the street, doesn't matter who they're thrown at actually, I don't think that's a helpful thing to develop in our country.
Things to do with the milkshake.
I would think so too, but I think you're also right on this idea we're missing a unifying purpose as a country.
Yeah. It's
That's
my
very
life,
interesting.
My life's work, my godly calling, I'm a Christian,
I thought so.
is to get that back on the agenda, actually, to win the nation to the idea that the world around us matters.
The Brexit Party isn't a party, it's a business.
It hasn't got policies,
Right.
it hasn't got a
The man in
manifesto.
charge is as bent as a 9-bob note. He's bankrolled by people who are crooked. He won't disclose where the money comes from. He's just a nasty, horrible man. He's a racist, he's a
And-
xenophobe, and you ain't far behind him.
And then what if they win tonight? You know, in the by-election, what if they get it?
Then you win. But this will end one way if you people carry on. Because you're proto-fascist, a lot of you.
And how will it end?
Well, like it always ends. Well, you know where it goes. If you don't know where it goes, then I suggest you read history. But it will end in violence because you people, you are. I've got to go.
See you later.
There's good reason for everybody to be angry. And that's what pisses me off. The fact that they've been kidded on. There's not a Tory party canvassing here. Because light blue are Tories in disguise. Well, I would.
Okay, that would be your view.
At least you've got your view, and
Yes.
that's
Yes,
important.
that's my view, and I'm entitled to
You're
it.
quite
Yes.
right, and we
You're
respect
entitled to
and we
yours.
respect your
Yes,
view. And that's,
yes, and that's a move forward in itself.
I hope you will fight to the death to defend my
Yeah,
right
we
to
will.
have that view.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes,
You have
good.
our
Because I
pledge
would
on that.
probably fight to the death for your view.
Yeah, that's
Aww.
it. That's
Because
nice.
I am a pacifist. But I'm a militant pacifist,
that's okay,
and I'll
no.
fight for peace.
Well, that's good.
Can I look at your penguin? Thank you very much for your time. I'll go for it again.
I'm going to leave it this time.
You don't want to shake my hand?
No, because
Because I'm the one that's divisive and spreads hate.
Okay.
You're not allowed on the square?
allowed on the square.
Why? Because you have criminals?
No.
Why aren't you allowed? But why aren't you
that's
allowed
it.
on the square?
Excuse me, we have public liability insurance on this stall, right?
Yes.
You can only pitch where the council puts us. Those people over there have not got permission.
So the council wouldn't let you go there?
Because it was already booked.
Yes.
Don't put words in our mouth.
No, I just asked. I didn't know if you weren't allowed there because
we're
you
not
had
allowed on
criminals
there
in your
because-
party. I didn't know why.
Yeah. So we're not allowed on there.
So
because
that's
you-
why you're in this bit. It is really dull here.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We've
Yeah.
spoken to a lot of people.
I'm
and
sorry.
I tell you what, and say you might want to sensationalise it.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you
Right.
think having an ankle tag and being in Parliament's normal, fine. I wish you were at well tonight. You're going to be at the count.
I bet you was a really annoying child.
I'm annoying as a child and then even more annoying as an adult.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. See you later. Have a great day. Thanks. And what do you find people are like to you on the street when they see you with the Brexit Party, part of Farage's team? What are people like towards you?
So the most extraordinary thing is that I, before this, used to belong to another political party, and so there, you always had that sort of tribal, partisan sort of opinion. The most incredible thing about this, it's united people across the political spectrum, from left and right. So in the States, it would be like Democrats and Republicans coming
Working
together,
together.
and this is no longer about right and left. This is about right and wrong.
It's been fascinating to spend time here in Peterborough with the people campaigning for the next MP for this place. But the one thing that really strikes you is the amount of hatred coming from the other side, people kind of being really offensive in the street, and then the energy, the excitement and the enthusiasm for the Brexit Party. You can't help but feel the Brexit Party are going to win. If you ever wondered what an election count looks like, well, this is it. And the noise is kind of like rats scurrying through a loft. It's just lots of people clicking at paperwork. So the votes are now coming in, they're being counted by individuals, and the assorted media and press are here to cover the results. This really does boil down to a contest between Labour and the Brexit Party, and the big hope, especially for leavers like me, is that this will be the place where the Brexit Party get their first MP into Westminster. But it's tense here, it's exciting, and there's a real feeling, I think, that Brexit Party are going to win. There is a real air of excitement here now, and a real sense that the challenge may be on between Labour, who are very organised, their party has been in action, very coordinated campaign, and then the Brexit Party, only 7 weeks out of the blocks. Can they pull this off? So a tense moment here. I also wonder, if I was counting, I'd be so wanting to gossip about what I counted and how anyone was doing, but these guys all seem very disciplined, and they're also being supervised by people with clipboards, and I feel at this point I quite want a clipboard just to sort of join in. There's lots of paper clips, there's bulldog clips, there's people with clipboards. I quite want one. And I guess there's part of me as well that's judging the people counting. So there's a guy with a man bun over there. I don't really trust him. There's someone who's vastly overweight over there. Don't really trust them. Because, if you can't control what you eat, can you really control what you count? I don't know. Can't count calories very well, can they? So, are these the sort of people we want counting our votes? Don't know. It's a toss-up here, though, between Labour and the Brexit Party and who's going to get it. But it is exciting. There is a real sense of excitement in the room. And I have to say, the world's press are really gathered here. This is quite a moment in British political history. What's your name and who do you represent? Because I can't quite tell.
I am Howling Lord Hope. I'm the leader of the official Monster Raving Loony Party.
And there's a great affection for the Monster Raving Loony Party in the UK.
We are the party that everybody loves.
Yes, everybody
We
does
are the
love
party
you.
that's on everybody's side, no matter what political persuasion they are.
Tell me how many elections you've campaigned in or stood in.
This is my 26th.
You stood in 26 elections.
Yes.
How many times have you lost your deposit?
25 at the moment.
I've watched you arrive. I've watched people around you. There is genuine people love you, don't they?
Yes, they do.
What is it that they love about you, apart from all the things I love about you?
Oh, well, there you are, you see.
Is that what it is? Is
Yeah.
it just that people want to have this sort of British spirit?
Yes.
Are you are
Yes,
the British
I've said it.
spirit?
We are the part that everybody loves.
Because you can poke fun at us, our system, and everything about us.
I mean, you sent me a text today saying, hello, my darling, didn't you?
I did. I did. Well, I'm hoping that you might be my husband.
Hoping?
You might be my husband number 4.
Oh.
Am I in?
Yes.
Oh, all right. We wish you all the best. I think you're brilliant. This is the East Ward here at the Count. It's an area of Peterborough that has very densely packed housing and a lot of families per home, 4 or 5 families per home very often. It's also the Labour ward. And the rumours I'm hearing is that Labour have turned out exceptionally well. I was just speaking to someone, a source here on the ground, who went to some of the voting stations, the polling booths in this area, and found situations very unusual, surprising. Men supervising women, men outside in their white robes supervising people going in. So news just in is that Labour are doing very well, and actually the Brexit Party is starting to sound quite nervous. There's talk of them coming second. So maybe this is a moment of machine over emotion, the Labour Party machine being able to crank out the votes. It's now about 1 in the morning, and these guys are all going to be here until the count. And the count finishes about 3 to 5. That's when they think they'll get the results, between 3 and 5 in the morning. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to get some sleep, because beauty sleep is necessary at my age. And then I'll update you with the result in the morning. A really disappointing result in Peterborough for the Brexit Party, losing out to Labour by just under 700 votes. I think there's a couple of clear messages that come out of this. Number one is not to confuse the enthusiasm and the media machine of the Brexit Party for actual votes. I think that's thrown a lot of us. Number two, I think there's a real sense now that the Labour Party machine, the party that's been around for a long time, is very good at getting people out to vote, very good at getting in its postal votes, and that machine is not to be underestimated. And number three, much more concerningly for someone like me, who's a Leaver and a lifetime Conservative voter, is what Nigel Farage's Brexit Party may well have done is split the Tory and Brexit Party vote, and it means that we could well see Jeremy Corbyn in at number 10. The days following the Peterborough by-election, there have been some not so pleasant allegations being made about postal voter fraud. 69.4% turnout for the postal vote alone is enough to raise eyebrows. Then you add in young people, 18-year-olds, saying that they earned a tenner for voting Labour, and a convicted vote fraudster was engaged by the Labour Party team to help them win that seat. He spent 15 months in prison for rigging postal votes, the very same thing that is suspected to have happened in Peterborough. So I guess, as a Brit, you're back wondering, what does democracy look like in the UK? And if there's a general election, just how are we going to get a grip of postal voter fraud in the Labour Party?